Well, it may not be over, but it could be the weekend that handed the title to Manchester City, with Arsenal and Liverpool both losing at home. Of course, the Gunners lost 2-0 to Aston Villa. Goodness me, Villa were good. Yeah. But the Arsenal boss, Mikel Arteta, says his players now need to use this disappointment against Bayern Munich on Wednesday.
That's time to stand up and make yourself count. When you are winning and winning and winning, easy to come here, easy to be in the picture, easy to go in the crowd. Now is the moment. It's a beautiful moment that we're going to experience on Wednesday night. And it cannot come in a better time for us, because to lift the momentum and the way that we feel right now, we have the best possibility to do that.
Is that their best chance now, Andy, the Champions League? Has the Premier League gone? Merce said yesterday 100% Arsenal's title chances have gone.
Yeah, I think that when you're actually looking at Arsenal and Liverpool now, it's not so much whether City, people think, will City slip up? Can Arsenal and Liverpool win all of their games? And I don't think they can. I think it's just too much of an ask. This month is incredibly hard, particularly for Arsenal. And they've got this game coming up midweek now against Bayern, of course, which they've got to desperately try and sort out as well. So it's really difficult. Players are getting tired. Yes, they've got big squads, but even so, it still makes it difficult. When you start losing one or two as well, one or two poor results, it's not so much even doubts creep in, Jeff. It just takes that little bit of something out of your legs. It does. It's very, very difficult to respond to that. So I don't believe that Arsenal and Liverpool are going to win all of their remaining games. And then you start saying to yourself, right, City, can you see them losing a game and drawing a game? I don't think so. I think now they've got themselves where they are. They're a bit like Scotty Scheffler. Everyone's scrambling to try and get up there. But he, like he did yesterday, he had it all under control. And I'm pretty sure that City will probably do the same as well.
I think, City's still got some tough games. They've got to go to Brighton, they've got to go to Spurs. We know what their record against Spurs is like. And you asked the question about anybody win the last 6 games. I look at Arsenal's last 6 games. Chelsea, Bournemouth, Everton at home, Wolves, Spurs, Man United away. I think they could win all of those games.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that would be enough for them to win the title now.
Still might not be enough.
But I think they could.
Yeah. No, look, I just think it's difficult. I remember years ago when we were at Norwich and we were going for the title, and with about 6 or 7 games to go, we were in front and ended up finishing, I think, 4th. Because all of a sudden you start to lose a game and you just lose that little bit of momentum. And where everything was coming so easy for Arsenal 3 weeks ago, they were rattling the goals in. Now all of a sudden they had an exhausting game in midweek against Bayern. That was of course a huge night, and it looked like yesterday it had taken a bit out of them to me. And Villa are a dangerous team, Jeff. They really are. They've got a great way of playing. Excuse me. They've got some really, really quick and dangerous players in key areas up top, and they're not easy for anyone to combat at a minute.
And I'm sure we'll touch on them more during the course of the morning, of course. Just to illustrate that anything can happen, Liverpool lost 1-0 home to Crystal Palace. Who'd have guessed that? Yeah. In a week when they dropped points against Manchester United, were beaten by Atalanta in the Europa League. Reds boss Jurgen Klopp says his side don't deserve to be in the title race with performances like that.
It's not at the moment for me now to stand here and tell the world we will fight back. But honestly, that would not be honest. So it's easy to explain. We play like in the first half. Why should we be there? We play in the second half. We can win football games, and we have to see how many. We have to be around when the others struggle, if they struggle at all. We will see that. And if not, we still need points for the Champions League, all these kind of things. So it's like we have to play better football. That's my concern. And that for 95 minutes or 100 minutes. Then it's okay. And then take what you get. Was always like that. But you should not play like we played in the first half, but it happened. And that I couldn't turn it around with the boys, that get this Atlanta game out of the system. That disappoints me personally a lot. But now I cannot change that anymore.
Well, the Liverpool Echo said after that performance, it said, if this is Klopp's last dance, the music has now stopped. They can't blame injuries anymore, though, can they, Andy? I mean, I looked at the bench yesterday and it was phenomenal. Just run out of steam.
Yeah, I think now this week is where the likes of Jurgen Klopp and Mikel Arteta really have to earn their their corn this week, because again, when a team is on the back of a poor performance and a result that really puts everything at risk, that's when then you look to your main man to inspire, to just get everybody together, to retain belief. Excuse me.
Struggling there, but yeah.
In the squad, retain a bit of belief in the squad. But and when it's starting to go a little bit. So those managers this week are crucial, vitally important, the work that they put in to make sure that the next time they get out there, that there is that sparkle in that first 15 or 20 minutes. It's not going to be easy. Liverpool got that return leg in the Europa, which is, goodness me, which is mountains to climb. And Arsenal going to Munich is not going to be far from straightforward. They're going to have to go right to the last, you would imagine, if they're going to come through that tie. So this week, I think those managers, with their selection, with the way that they get everybody going again, where they pick everybody up, everything they say, everything they do, I think is massive for them this week, those bosses.
Big pressure on them. Well done, Palace, by the way.
Brilliant,
what a performance. Two different halves for them. First half, they threatened. Second half, they put their bodies on the line.
They did.
Absolutely sensational. Quick line from Jack, the Aston Villa fan, says, loving the show. Can we please drop the Tony Watkins debate? Ollie is player of the season. Well, I tell you what, Ivan Toney might go to the Euros, but Ollie Watkins certainly will go to the Euros, no question. 03717 223344. Taking your calls this morning. Is the title race over? Liverpool fans, what's happened? Where's your season gone from a possible quadruple to maybe just winning the League Cup? Arsenal fans, did yesterday's result end your title hopes? We want to hear from you. 03717 223344. Give us a call.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.